Mm, Hello, everybody. This is Kuldeep again, and this is gonna be my eighth follow-up on uh, Indian Telecom. That how Indian Telecom have been violating consumers' right and not been complying with the company's policies. So it's the Indian Telecom operators who are not following up and are not working towards stakeholders' interest because how would you expect right results if people whom you hire are not operating as per prescribed by the company? So uh, I was promised that in within 24 hours I will be receiving a call back, which is not hap- which is not done by them, and let's ask them and figure out what could be the possible reason. So here I'm going again at 121. It's Airtel's customer care number. So people, if you have any query related to your Airtel mobile, you should reach out to reach out to 121. So I just have to pay, and I don't know what should I do when my service provider is not providing me services as per which is my right to receive, but I have to pay my bills dues, in within a given time frame. But they are not willing to do anything as per time frames whatsoever. Hello. Yeah. Can you please say your name again? Hi Zaid. This is Kuldeep, and my mobile number is the same for which I'm calling right now. Yesterday, like this is regard. Can you please hold on? Let me just open up my email address so that I can exactly tell you the service request numbers and all because it's there on my email. Just hold for a second, please. Yes, I'm right there. Yeah. So yesterday, a callback task was requested. Yeah, commitments. In terms of commitments, you guys are not responsive and act responsible towards consumers' requests. So I am now here referring to my reference number. Can you please write it down? It's 31256928174042. Yeah, so it was registered on 14th of October uh, on at around 5:51 or exact 5:51:50 seconds. So it was said that the same will be closed within 26 working days. And yesterday I called 121. Even day before yesterday, I tried calling to 121. It was said that your system upgradation was happening at that time. So yesterday I called you guys, and I was told that this SR has been closed. But I have received no whatsoever response from your end. Neither I have gotten intimation in terms of my service request is getting closed. Neither I have received any message or email. So I don't know how you guys are. You guys, this clearly shows that you guys are not following company policies or in the processes which are there to ensure customer satisfaction. I hope you understand all this, Ed. No, calls were made. Calling is not the only mode of communication which Airtel can have, or the telecom operator can have or establish with the customer. There is, like, I don't know how many times I have requested one to one that whenever you are referring to backend, I don't want to speak to compulsive liars. I want that if they can write down and communicate with me over email, I would really appreciate a one to one to comply them with the consumer's request. I hope you understand this. Yeah, that problem has been solved now, that I was not been able to reach to IVR. But now, my concern, like, I have been saying repeatedly that, your backend, your departments, and your management basically is not following the company processes. And I don't know whose fault is this, and I, for example, yesterday I requested a callback. Do you see that a callback request has been generated or not? Yesterday at 4 o'clock in the evening. You mean to say somebody tried reaching to me at 4 o'clock? No, so I have called Airtel 121 at around 9 a.m. yesterday. I think around 8 something. That's what I remember. And for your information, I am uploading this conversation on social media right now. Okay, just for education purposes, and as a record that how I have been treated, and the kind of customer experience I go through with when I'm dealing with you guys. Mhm. You know what? I want to speak to somebody who can actually solve or resolve my problems, because this I have been listening for a long time now. It's been 3 years. I've been continuously following up, and now I'm doing this vlog kind of thing, so that all this get documented, that how one goes through the kind of experience as I've already told you. And now the the pain which I am into is that if somebody is making doing commitment to me, and that person is getting paid right now for doing for not doing his respective job in the or not following the policies, and which is putting Airtel as a brand on loss. Okay, customer as a stakeholder in trouble and pain. Sure, that. Thank you so much, Zahid. So, honestly speaking, this whole fiasco of how customer has been treated in this part of the world, and how the as far as the rights are concerned, there is no right wing here which takes care of the rights of the people, because they need they're not willing to work on the smaller issues anyways, because their obvious escape statement is that, oh, it's a big country and we're dealing with huge numbers. How would we take care of, small issues? But they don't understand these smaller issues create a larger uh, dissatisfaction among people. And it's not about micromanaging people, but it's about creating a value chain. End of the day, the people who are supposedly educated and have been put on chairs and tables to do the respective jobs, and they're skillful, and I still uh, have to you know make so much of efforts to make them realize the problem and the pain point. And this is a bigger organization, a big organization like Airtel, who talks about customer satisfaction, and you know talks about that we are the best in the business. you know so if I go back on my email, the emails which I have received by Airtel, or to Airtel. Let's see how what was the when was the first time I emailed to Airtel regarding, I understood that I have a certain problem, and the date, it goes back to, I have opened my. So this was the first email which I did to Airtel was uh, um, January 24th, 2017. Y- yes, Zayed. Mhm. Okay, thank you, Zayed. Good morning, Shilpa. Shilpa, so first thing is that I am putting up this, like I'm working on a vlog where I am trying to, educate people regarding their rights, and how, telecom operators violate consumers' right, and how they are not complying with company policies, and how systematically system which have been designed by telecom operators to safeguard uh, their interest. As far as you safeguard your interest, that's fine, but when you start violating consumers right, that's the problem. Okay, Shilpa, you know what, not everything is okay over here. First, second thing is that I'm not calling or talking here about uh, the network problem or technical issues which, or with which telecom operator deals with. Okay, so as far as technology is concerned, people have been using technologies for more than decade now, and they very well understand that what are the complications and implications in terms of uh, you know the network problem, and probably whatever you have referred to, that there could be a technical glitch and anything. There could be 10,000 uh, reasons to or excuses you can give while you operate. But what excuse do you give when there is a timeline defined by Airtel for a process? No, Shilpa, I am, what I'm requesting you is, I'm not requesting you to go escalate stuff, on priority. All you say all this, but all this means nothing to me, because of the kind of experience I've gone through in past. Okay, so I am the reference number which I shared with you, and Zayed must have informed you regarding the same. Just hold for a second. Let me just give you back that. Uh, yes, so you already have a reference number. So my question is that uh, it was told to me on 14th of October that the and it was committed to me that in 26 working days my problem will be resolved. I don't, it wasn't written that my problem will be resolved or not, but the same will be closed within 26 working days. So later yesterday, when I called one to one, I was told that the reference number which was shared with me has been closed. Yes. No, that problem has been resolved. Shilpa, I am not talking about that complaint anymore. The problem which has been resolved, uh, you know, it took longer than expected, but uh, anyhow, that problem is resolved. So I'm not talking about that anymore. I'm talking about my reference number 312569. Yes. Yes, Shilpa, please. So, uh, let's see how it goes now. Uh, you know, so more or less, like they always say that we are sorry for inconvenience, and we are working on and this is a common format which they have summarized, and they have probably have learned by heart that how to keep consumer calm. But for how long you can keep on practicing repeating one thing again and again? you know uh, when I see somebody repeating one thing again and again, I see that as a problem, because if that repetition would have brought satisfaction, then probably I would have understood that this repetition of this process is required, because somebody is already satisfied with this repetitive same set of activity. But that's not the case. It's This is the service provider who's not been able to make uh, you know uh, human resource work. Yes, I can hear you, Shilpa. Shilpa, before you go ahead and give me an explanation was already been shared to me yesterday. Okay. So yesterday when I was speaking with one of your floor supervisor, I don't remember the name. I'm very bad with names. So I was speaking with him. It was from Hyderabad circle. May I know which circle I'm speaking to right now? Okay, that's great. So I'm also in Delhi NCR. So Delhi NCR circle. Anyways, it doesn't matter. So I was speaking to him. He was from Hyderabad circle, and he told me that case, you tried reaching to me, but you couldn't. Then somebody, I had a word with somebody on 2nd of November, and I was being told on call, but for my surprise, I have received no email as such on closing of this complaint, or this reference number. Neither I have been informed via message that this is gonna get closed, this appeal is gonna get closed, and nor I have been shared any resolution on the system management which I have raised question on. No, I have not been shared with any whatsoever resolution which you are referring to here. Why would I call if I would have received a resolution? No, I don't want this repetition to happen again and again. You guys have been lying to customer every time customer is calling you. What do you mean by it's not like that? You are not fulfilling your commitment and you are saying it's not like that. How can you say that it's not like that? If you say it's not like that, this means that I'm lying to you right now. That you are pinpointing me that I'm a liar right now. It feels like that right now. No, how many times I have to raise new complaints every day? Okay, can you please tell me my network problem, or the first time I have raised my complaint? Can you please tell me the network problem for which I have raised my complaint? No, leave all that right now. I'm talking about my complaint towards my network at my region. When was the first time my complaint was raised? My first complaint was raised on month of November 2016. Please check your system. Or probably October 2016. No, so you mean to say if you will upgrade your system and you say this is a new application, my old problem statements doesn't matter to you? So please open up your older application. Please open up your older application. I'm not talking about I'm not talking about a latest complaint. I just want to, because as I am vlogging it right now, and I want to be sure, and I want people to understand the gravity of it, that how badly you guys are treating consumer right now. No, I don't. I literally don't have faith on what you're saying right now. So if they are working, means resolution has not been there. No, but if you say no, you are a consumer representative over here, and you are here to represent consumers inside the box. I hope you understand this. So when when you are taking side, and when you are taking side of your management right now, defining that we are working on it and that's why we closed the application, consumer doesn't feel that you are working on consumer side. I'm talking about you individually right now. Shilpa, I'm talking about you individually right now. you know no matter what you guys are, no matter what you play, what you guys play inside, that hardly matters to consumer or Airtel. Because what matters to consumer and Airtel is that you do your respective job, you know rightfully. So how can they close my case if they are not they if they have not served, if they have not served the resolution? How can they close my case? That's my question. Shilpa, this is so, this is so elementary right now that, I have to say it like this, that when you're saying that complaint is closed, doesn't mean that complaint is closed. Okay. No, you literally said that. Literally, you said that. So complaint is closed means complaint is closed. Customer is satisfied. Customer has received. So you can close case without resolution or not. Why do we raise a service request? Can you please enlighten me? To give resolution to consumer, I believe. So if resolution is not received by consumer and case is closed, what do you say to that? I am not, right now you are again taking, this is a simple one or zero, binary, yes or no. I am not agreeing. What do you mean by I am not agreeing? You have not even notified consumer on ninth, on by which? How you have notified me? 9th of November, I have received no email from your end. The last email which I received from you is 11th of November. That says payment is due. Yeah, this, see, the complaint has to be written in the right format. Okay. So I say, I again request you that the resolution is not being shared on the reference number which I have shared you. The reference number, let me give you the reference number again. It is 3125692840422. That was on 14th of October at 17:51:50. Okay, so this is one. So as the service request has been closed without sharing resolution or intimating consumer. No, the resolution, without providing resolution, is the right way of putting up complaint right now, as this is how I want to raise my appeal to applet right now. uh, I'm so sorry, I forgot your name. Shil- Shilpa. Yes, Shilpa, I'm so sorry. Shilpa, the problem right now here is that I know what appeal I want to raise right now. And I want you to exactly comply with the consumer, as it is consumer's right to raise appeal. So consumer says that resolution was not served in the given timeline committed by Airtel telecom operators. Yes. Please write exactly I say. Okay, so if you cannot write, please transfer this call to your manager, please. So I'm talking about a floor manager. I'm not talking about floor supervisor right now. I understand that. I understand your position and your capability in terms of what all you can do for me here. Yes. I don't need a call back. I want to transfer a call right now because uh, why would you say that? No, why would you say that? Why? As per process, what do you mean by as per process? What is the process for that? There in Airtel one-to-one customer process, I have been customer for a long time, and I have no. I think you have been. This is what Airtel has taught me so far as a customer. As a customer, this has been taught to me by Airtel that if I am, not satisfied with the executive, I should be getting a call transferred to your floor supervisor. And if I am not contented by floor supervisor, I should be talking to your manager. No, how would you say the 1 hour? How would you define that time? No, what does the process say? Can you please exactly say when a customer requests that? No, you just denied me that, and now you're just covering up. I'm just again saying that because you know what, if you do anything which is in personal capacity, that is your personal take on the policy or processes, whatever they are. Okay, because as customer doesn't know anything, and you can, what, that's what I'm saying. If customer knows nothing about processes, that is customer's right to know processes. I hope you understand this. Whenever I have requested, I have had conversation with floor supervisor a lot of times. Okay, and if somebody says without even confirming that whether the manager is available or not, that is something wrong. It's not about a will. Then what it is all about? The same way you have failed to deliver on timelines when yesterday I requested for manager's call. No, yesterday, I'm not talking about complaint anymore now. So let's come back to yesterday's call. When I was speaking to your floor supervisor, I requested for a call back. And I was committed that in within 24 hours, I will be, because as per Airtel's process, if a manager call is requested, it should be rendered in within 4 hours time though. But I was committed. Yeah. So yeah. So that commitment has been, that commitment. No, I don't feel, you cannot feel the same way. I know that for sure. No, you are not consumer. You are not consumer. You are telecom operator. You don't define what customer thinks or how customer will feel. You are here to register what customer you are here to register what customer says. You are not here to understand my feelings or anything. Please try and understand this. I am not here to share my feelings with you. I am here to share my concern with you, which you have to raise to the highest. That's what I'm requesting. But when you deny me something which goes as per process, I feel really bad. Yeah. No, I will definitely will speak with the manager regarding all this. I think he is also capable enough of taking request and raising concern to the highest. Yes, thank you so much for correcting yourself. Thank you so much for correcting yourself. Yes, for sure. This goes real crazy right now that this is one to one and how telecom operators operate in this part of the world. This is evident that if they see or sense that there is a genuine problem and now they are getting monitored on something, whereas they are getting monitored every time they are on call. But as they become so used to the processes and systems, probably, because this is a probable, I'm not inside the box, so I'm just thinking it out loud right now, and I'm thinking out of the box right now that this kind of behavior probably happens when telecom operator sitting there and having a comfortable position to probably uh, you know to probably uh, is in kind of a comfort zone and knows that how exactly system is operative and how other practices which is not supposed to happen the way it's written in the book are happening, but probably their immediate seniors have given them confirmation on how to tackle certain situations. I don't know, or probably just to be in the good books of their immediate officers. I don't know. There could be 10,000 things. I'm just contemplating right now what could be probably that the kind of behavior which I've gone through just now, that where I have been initially denied that there is no manager available, not even said the manager available, but said that uh, manager, you cannot speak to manager. And initially it was I am floor supervisor. That's how it started. And these are the few practices within the customer care services. And mind you, I'm not just talking about telecom now, I'm talking about service industries in whole. And let's see how it goes now further. This is, and mind you, this is Delhi NCR I'm
So
speaking
holding
to.
the line, Mr. Kuldeep, I
Yes.
really appreciate your time and patience. Very sorry for the long word, Mr. Kuldeep. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you, Shilpa.
Mr. Kuldeep, I'm very sorry. Currently, we don't have the availability, but if you allow me, can I please arrange for a call back within 1 hour?
Yes, what else option do I have?
I understand. Very sorry for that, Mr. Kuldeep. I tried, but if you want, I'll arrange for a call back from the manager within 1 hour. Okay?
Okay, I would really appreciate that, but at end of the day, when you talk about how it feels really helpless.
I'm sorry, Mr. Kuldeep. I can understand being a
When
customer
I
is
see
extremely
my,
frustrating.
people who've been hired to protect my rights are violating my rights, it
I'm
feels
sorry, Mr.
helpless.
Kuldeep.
So you've been privileged when somebody was pleading for you, and you disrespect consumer by not providing them uh, that protection of right of unknown.
Mr. Kuldeep, I'm very sorry. We did not really mean that, and this is not
This is
intentionally.
not what you say when you really are doing that, and say that we don't mean it. So you don't give this logic to anybody, please.
I'm trying, but I did not have any availability. That's the reason I'm requesting you. I can arrange. I'm not trying with the manager call back. I'll arrange for it
I
within
am
1 hour.
not I'm not talking about your personal capacity right now, Shilpa. I'm talking about telecom operators right now.
Okay. So now I can raise a complaint.
Yeah,
Okay,
if
I'm
you
sorry.
are wearing that badge of telecom operator, you are also one of them. So I don't know, it's one voice, it's not one voice which you are speaking with all the time. It's the collective voice of telecom operators which I hear when you are speaking in systems language. So
I understand, Mr. Kuldeep.
yeah,
I'm very sorry once again. Okay, but I'm raising a complaint. Okay, as you said that why it was closed, I'm mentioning the detail and I'm forwarding it again to the
just
top
please
management.
without any delay, just please reopen my appeal.
Yes.
That's one thing I want you to do, and also raise a complaint that what exactly I said before. I don't know, you can listen to my conversation before, or I can send you a video link on your uh, probably your social media. I will share that right away.
Don't worry, I'm raising it again. Okay. So please allow me a moment. Please allow me a moment. And can you please confirm me your alternate contact number?
I have only one number with me, that's this number.
Okay, I'll just confirm your alternate contact number. The number is registered.
Yeah, this is my only number. Yes. Yes. Mhm. Okay, one more thing which I want to, as one of the commitment which was made to me yesterday regarding callback. Okay, so regarding callback, the commitment wasn't fulfilled. Okay, and this is not happening for the first time. And as per my past experience, it's when I talk about your managers, only 5% of them actually revert back to the consumer in within timeline. That's my experience as per past since 2016.
I'm very sorry, Mr. Kuldeep, but don't worry. Each and every person have their own way of
No, I'm
protecting
talking
customers.
about my experience. I'm not talking about anybody personal who, and neither it is personal to anyone. So please don't take anything personally. Just try to be, Airtel representative, and don't explain me somebody else's mind. because
Yes, Mr.
when you
Kuldeep.
start doing that, it feels like you're expressing yourself.
Mr. Kuldeep, it's not like that. Okay, I'm just saying that I know being a customer, it's a problematic situation if you have been promised something and you have not got that thing. But this time, we will definitely make sure you receive a call back.
No, I am not. I did not doubted the capacity with which the earlier floor supervisor was working yesterday when I was speaking with him, and I don't even, judge your capacity of doing what you're doing. You're doing what you can do the best right now, and that is to write down my requests and do request as per the Airtel's processes, and that's what I expect out from you, nothing more or less. And when I am saying that this is my experience, that is true.
I understand, but I would also like to add
and
something that yes,
and a lot of times Airtel has said sorry to me for, not Airtel, but Airtel telecom operators have said sorry to me for this, that we will ensure that this will not get repeated in future. But uh, telecom operator is failing to address to the concern of the consumers. That is evident, because this is not the first time I'm requesting this, and request has been, still in a pending state, and it will remain. There are a lot of requests which must be in pending state. Now you will say that your system has been upgraded and this and that, and that means nothing to me. If your new system is upgraded, then probably you should feed in all the older data as well, how you are
I
integrating that older
understand,
data.
Mr. Kuldeep, and I would also like to inform you that I have tried to raise a complaint and forward it, but it's not going through. Okay, due to some issues. So what I'm doing, I'm escalating this concern. Okay,
So,
I'm
so if
escalating
not,
this
if that
case
is
to the
not, that's
department.
what I'm saying. This is your system management's problem. That's whenever I say this, your system starts, behaving weird. Your system will not work. Your system will, not allow you to do something. I don't know what kind of who's installing this system, which is failing to deliver. And even then, you are, after these guys to install a system like this. I think you should
I'm so
hire a
sorry.
better vendor than whoever this vendor is, because I literally I'm about to break down right now.
I'm sorry,
The way
Mr.
I am
Kuldeep.
listening to what you're saying, it's really, I'm boiling from inside right now.
I'm sorry, Mr. Kuldeep, but I tried my best. But though I'll arrange for a manager callback within 1 hour, and I'm escalating your concern to the department so that they can work on it. Okay, do not worry. Anything else apart from this can assist you later?
I don't think so. Thank you.
You're welcome. I hope I was able to address your concern nicely, Mr. Kuldeep.
I have less to say on that, Shilpa.
I'm sorry, Mr. Kuldeep, but do not worry. You're going to receive a manager callback as promised within an hour. Okay.
I hope
Also,
so.
would
I
like
will
to
appreciate you for that.
thank you so much, Mr. Kuldeep, and also would like to inform you that you may receive an SMS survey after this call. You can rate this call as well as this interaction. Okay.
Okay.
All right. Thank you so much for calling in, Mr. Kuldeep. Have a wonderful day ahead.
Yeah, you too have a wonderful day ahead, Shilpa.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. So this is the reality, and nothing more, nothing less.